Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I think it's probably official enough now that we can say we survived the first winter in the cabin and spring is here. And there's a couple things that I need to take care of that just can't wait, and one of them is actually to do with the woodshed here. This side here is actually moving out. So this bottom has slid probably 6 inches away because the wood pushed against it. Let's start moving the wood so that we can see what happens when I give this side a push and see if we can get that side standing up better again. Well, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I think you can somewhat see how this bottom here is further that way. These poles are all on an angle. I can tell down on the rocks that I placed it on, because I just used some rocks, that it's probably shifted like 3 inches. Well, that's definitely looking better. It's definitely a lot straighter. Well, that wasn't exactly how I drew that up. Kind of forgetting that the wood was sticking too far out for a round of a log to get in where it needs, so I put it the other way. It's perfect for a woodshed. there's one of our little spring projects done. This is really just a band-aid fix for now, but I couldn't stand looking at the wall moved out like it was. So. Alright everybody, we are on to our next project. Now that it's spring, as you can tell, it is a beautiful evening out. Part of what we want to do is get some of the mess just cleaned up. So we had a big storm back in December that knocked down some trees, and back in this area behind me we lost a couple trees, and there was just a bunch of dead stuff, branches. We had piled some dead stuff there, and it's kind of the front yard to the cabin, a little off to the side, but it's the front yard. So we really want to get this place cleaned up, and hopefully through the summer we can slowly get it really to a place where it feels like forest but a lot more clean. Alright everybody, so this area over here behind me is starting to look so much better already just by cutting up some of the stumps and those dead logs and cutting up that tree that had fallen back in the start or before winter, really in December. Now the plan is start cleaning up this pile on this side. So this is just a bunch of rotten dead old logs. Essentially the idea is to throw them in the woods, they'll rot, and we'll have a pile of rotten logs that we can pick from when we want to do garden beds and stuff like that. And we're going to get as much as we can we're going to get as much as
we can.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. We're going to get as much as we can done on this pile tonight before it gets dark. Alright, well we have that somewhat organized now, and the stuff just needs to be lugged. I need to find a spot that we want to put it, and we need to lug it there. I think though, we're actually going to stop, and we might just go for a walk in the woods. I was thinking we could just take a walk in the woods.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That has been the theme of our spring so far for sure. We, after supper, come outside and take a walk in the woods, often off the beaten path into a place where we've never been. Think we should take them with us?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's do it. That is very wet.
Pond.
Yeah, it is kind of like a pond right now. A lot of water in the ground right now.
And the waffles.
Oh man, there might be more water than I thought back here.
Come on.
Alright, so we are in a spot that we have been before a couple times this spring, but we've been pretty excited about being able to get there. From the driveway, there's two massive pines that are really the biggest trees on our property, probably. We've gone down the trail that we started the bridge on. We still need to finish that. And now we're at the creek, and we need to get across the creek, and then the creek again. And you can't really tell in this video right now, but right in front of Luca where that ground is actually an island.
Look, we leave it. This is that's
Then we should be able to step right here and then right across here. Whoa. Nice.
Look at this tree up close.
All right, we are just below these pines, and it's going to be hard to tell on camera, but maybe you can start to tell here. They are huge. They're big trees, so we're going to take you to the base, show you how big they are, and it's pretty cool. We don't have a whole lot of big trees just because this land was cut.
You'll see it on this. There's a poop too.
Yeah.
Why the big pines are not shaking? Like the whole body is shaking.
All right, everybody, we just got to the big pines, enjoyed a little time looking at them. It's beautiful to see a couple of nice, untouched, huge old trees. Now we're gonna head this way. It's kind of towards our property line, and we're just gonna keep walking for a little bit.
We're going to go walk this way, and it's kind of like, we call it a poplar.
The big poplar that fell over?
Yeah.
We want to take them and show the poplar? Is that what?
Yeah.
All right, we'll show you the poplar. What did it show? That big poplar tipping right over, right across the property line. That's pretty big, yeah, they're both pretty big.
I think that's the biggest. That's the biggest.
That was mine. Well, today ended up taking a bit of a different route. What I did today is actually going to be a video for next week, or at least the start of. I want to thank everybody though for following along, watching this journey. As spring is finally here, we are just going to absolutely start knocking out projects, and they won't necessarily all be to do with the cabin. It's really going to be with how we can make life here just that much easier for us. Definitely going to include some big projects to do with the cabin. Thanks for being a part of everything we're doing, and we're only getting started. There are so many dreams, there's so much we need to do with this land, and we can't do it fast enough. So we thank you for following and watching, and we'll see you in the next one.